Alright, so I'm going to talk about some laws, and I want to make it fundamentally clear I am not a lawyer. I'm just some dude on the internet talking about something that I'm. It's going to sound crazy that I'm against, but when you really think about it, you'll realize why. So I'm on the gov.uk website looking at the Online Safety Act, and more specifically, the Online Safety Act 2023. So, basically, the idea around this is that it's supposed to protect children and adults online. I'm surprised that children and adults are being put onto the same level, but hey, it is what it is. And making it so that social media companies and search engines have the legal authority, like the legal duty to prevent their users from things that may be considered illegal or harmful to children. And so, funnily enough, I don't know if you've noticed something, but laws are not the same in the UK as they are in the US. At the same time, laws are not the same in, say, the UK as it is in Russia or in China or in India or in other countries around the world. So, how is this going to work when laws are different across the board of countries that exist when we talk about something such as illegal content? Well, interestingly enough, basically what's happening is that Discord, for example, are adapting things so that people in the UK have to provide their government authorized IDs in order to be able to access content that would otherwise be considered unsafe for children. Now, the thing is that when it comes to the Online Safety Act in particular, they have two main descriptors: illegal content and content harmful to children. Illegal content, that's easy. That's easy to figure out. You just look at the law of the land and you can tell what's illegal. However, content that's harmful to children, that could be anything, because that's an incredibly vague statement. For example, if you see a child getting running into a wall as a video online, that could be considered harmful to children, because if a child sees a video of another child running into a wall, does that child who's watching the video also want to run into the wall as well? That could be considered harmful potentially. The thing is that the concept of content harmful to children is too vague of a statement, and because of that could be the death nail in terms of what it means to have content on the internet at all. What I'm saying about this act could be considered harmful if I'm using some sharper language. Of course, people could look at that and be like, oh, I don't want my children hearing that. But the thing is that things could be seen that way, and therefore people could get sued as a result of that. So basically, Discord are like, we want to wash our hands of this completely. So what they are doing is basically this. Starting today, all UK users will experience new default settings designed to create a teen-appropriate experience by default while preserving Discord's community. Jesus Christ, I don't even use Discord that much. It's not really that great. But basically, age verification is the backbone of the new experience, and verification experience is designed to respect user privacy. I'll get to that in a moment. Whether users choose to use facial age estimation or submit a form of identification along with any future methods we may introduce. Ooh, that's vague right there. That we may introduce. Oh, Jesus Christ. That can go a lot of different ways. So, privacy protected process. Sure. Verify once. Sure. Users can always re-verify. I don't know why you would, but sure. Oh yeah, incorrectly verified. Okay. I feel like AI is going to be playing a huge area in this, and visible only to the user. Other users can't see the verification status or their verification verified age group. That information is private to them. So, couple of things to keep in mind. When I was talking about that whole privacy nonsense, keeping in mind that if you are providing your ID to Discord, it doesn't say that Discord is not going to keep your ID on you. Visible only to the user, only talking about the verification status or the verified age group. But they don't talk about your ID in any way. They're not saying only your ID is visible to you, for example, the ID that you provide. So this very much feels like, because one thing that I really, really do not want the internet to go down is the fact that if we need to identify ourselves in order to use the internet at all, we've lost the free and open internet that we've long wanted, right? Because the thing is that the reason why the internet is such a great place is because it's anonymous, because people don't know other people. There is some greatness to be had on the internet, and the problem is that parents who can't look after their kids, that let them scroll on iPads on the internet, finding random junk, and then the parents are the ones that are getting mad when the parents are not even parenting their kids properly enough when talking about the internet. It's a crazy thing to think about. And basically because of that, because people like that exist, everyone else in the world has to pay. Everyone else in the country has to pay. This is all UK related stuff, but it won't take long before the US does the same thing. I'm pretty sure Australia's already done something similar. Hell, it might even come to my own country. So all of these things happening is not a good thing. And in fact, only recently, Xbox also said themselves, age verification in the UK and Xbox's ongoing commitment to player safety. Now, the thing is that treating everyone like a child who accesses the internet is not a great way to go, if I'm being completely honest. But let's actually look at this. So let's see, at Xbox, we're committed to providing players with a safe and secure experience on our platform. Yeah, sure, whatever it is. It's not going to be very safe when you have to give your government registered ID in order to identify you as the individual that you are, because then what's the point in having gamer handles at that point? But I digress. Right, so beginning today, as part of our compliance program for the UK Online Safety Act and the ongoing investments in tools and technologies that help ensure age-appropriate experiences, players who indicate that their account age as 18 and over based in the UK and signing into an Xbox experience with a Microsoft account will begin seeing notifications encouraging them to verify their age. Encouraging. Soon it will become mandatory, so at that point it's probably not even worth doing. This one-time process for players in the UK ensures that we can continue to provide all players on our platform with age-appropriate experiences. The fact that that even needs to be said, age-appropriate experiences, really just goes to show just how much this is going to hurt everyone involved. And in fact, it's also going to hurt Steam. It's going to hurt every company on the internet. It's going to basically almost kill Wikipedia. It's definitely going to hurt a lot of websites on the internet. It's crazy to think about just what the heck is going on in terms of this, and I'm only going through it very lightly. Again, we're only talking about Discord and Xbox, keeping in mind that this is, and also Wikipedia to some extent, because like I said, this is the kind of act that is almost certainly going to kill Wikipedia. So yeah, UK has already passed it. That's why all of these measures are being taken into effect as of the day in which I'm actually recording this, if not the day before, because this is 21st of July. That's when that was done. 28th of July, I think this is US time, so basically it's the day that I'm recording this video, because for me it's the 29th today, just to kind of age the recording of my video. But this is not good, because again, like I said, this is such a vague statement that if you just make sure that everyone only buys E-rated games using the ESRB example, or the PEGI 3 games, basically, no one will ever be mad or angry at you providing an age-inappropriate experience for whatever reason. Again, like I said, illegal content is easy to identify, because is it illegal in the country in which it's being sold? Then remove it. Then, yeah, that makes sense. But when you put an extremely vague statement in there, it doesn't make any sense. So basically these changes were made recently as of the 25th of July 2025. That's where the addition of content harmful to children kind of really started to kick in, basically. And basically, I think if I remember correctly, there's a huge, like, however millions of dollars worth of fines need to be paid if companies are caught with this, or, and this is the kicker, 10% of annual revenue for a company. Whichever is higher, that's what those companies are going to have to pay. It's so crazy to think that people are quicker to ban content on the internet than they are willing to protect the things that they buy, i.e. the Stop Killing Games movement. But, I mean, we have very good, restrictions in place to, make sure that when Stop Killing Games becomes a thing, hopefully it'll be more beneficial than hurtful for the gaming audience. But I'm curious to what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. I know I've only just briefly gone over everything, but I do encourage you to check out other people's videos regarding this as well, because I feel like I can only really talk about so much and be able to make it out there, and I specifically want to talk about the gaming side of things. The fact that it's going to kill a lot of different websites, but above all else, the fact that the if PlayStation had my government registered ID, I would not be able to use my other country account or my the other accounts I created, because I might not be able to play games on those accounts effectively, because I've got my normal account, I've got my US account, I've got like a Hong Kong account, I've got a Japanese account, but I don't have IDs for all of these countries, so I could see those accounts getting banned very easily, for example. There's just a lot of things out there and a lot of things kind of going wrong in the world, and while it's all well and good to protect kids, this very much feels like a Trojan horse to control the adults of the world as well. But let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel. I'm aiming for 500 subs by the end of the year. And with all that being said, I do upload every day, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.